What's up, everyone? This is BigPowner, and I'm going to show you guys how to smartly use the new exalted orbs. This is kind of like a special case, but knowing when to use something um, in a special case can be very rewarding for you. So, since that special case came up for me, I'm going to share it with you guys. So, if it happens for you guys, you will know it. What happened was I was just scour alking, and I wound up with a 4-stat item that was really good. Why is it really good? Because I'm able to craft on the dual mod energy shield and armor, and it already has. I rolled a tier 2 max energy shield. I have the regeneration, which is going to turn into energy shield regeneration for this specific build. I got a decent resistance roll. I've got the reduced flask charge perfect rolled. I've gone ahead and used blessed orbs to make the implicit perfect. As this item is right now, it is a minimum of 9 exalts up to 13.61 exalts, but it has an open space. And obviously, I want to use this because I have a really nice one, but this one's going to be a little bit better. Um, so I obviously want it to be as good as possible. So the old thing that we would be able to do, the only choice we would have would be to use a regular exalted orb and just hope that something good came up. We could give ourselves better chances by blocking something that we didn't want on our crafts. Unfortunately for this craft, we don't have any way to block anything that we don't want. But what I've done is I've gone to PoEDB and I've looked at all of the possible things that the different exalted orbs can give. You have to make sure that you use one of the exalted orbs, not a Crusader's orb, because the Crusader's orb will re-roll the item. The exalted orb will just add one of the modifiers. So first I have to look at where I have an open spot. And if you have two open spots, you have to decide which one's going to be better. Both of my open spots were prefixes, so I don't have that decision. So I have to look at all of the prefixes and be like, which one of these is going to give me the highest chance of giving me something I really want, because it guarantees one of these mods. So I went through them. We have Crusader, percent increase maximum energy shield. That would be awesome. But what else is on here? We have increased critical strike chance against shocked enemies. This wouldn't be that bad for me, and the reason why is because I'm using shock and conflicts. However, the rest of the stuff is going to be useless for me because we have increased lightning damage. That would do nothing for me. This would basically ruin this belt for me. We have percentage chance to gain fortify when you stun an enemy with melee damage. This would be completely useless for me, and this would basically ruin my belt. This would make the belt less valuable because most melee characters, there's no popular build where melee characters are running around with energy shield. Maybe there should be, but there's not. I mean, there are some, but it's not popular. Most likely, my item's going to become less valuable. So I don't really want to go with that. There's only one thing that's really good on that. Um, so moving on, we look at Redeemer, increased evasion. I don't have evasion, and most energy shield builds. Which what is this best for? This is best for an energy shield build. So that ain't gonna help me. Increased damage with hits against chilled enemies. I'm not using cold damage, so this would be bad. Flasks applied to you have percentage increased effect. This would be all right. And increased cold damage. There's nothing on there that I really want. Hunter, increased maximum life. Doesn't help me at all. Percent chance for flask use to not consume charges. That could be useful. Not exactly what I want. Gain a flask charge when you deal a critical strike. This would be really nice. But there's only one mod on that. 33% chance of getting that. That's not what I want to go for. Warlords. Percent increased armor. This does not really help me much. What's the next one? Number to number added fire damage against burning enemies. This would be really good. Percentage increased fire damage. This would be really good. You take reduced extra damage from critical strikes. This would be really good. I've got, and those are the only 4 mods, I've got a 75% chance of getting something really good. So what is it I'm going to do? I'm going to slam it. I got increased fire damage. It's a tier 3, so it was the worst possible roll, but I still made the item better. And that's definitely better than it would have came out if I would have exalt slammed it. It didn't really do anything to the value, but it's a better item for me now. There's a lot of luck involved. Could this have wound up as a tier 1 or, you know, the number to number fire damage and become worth like a crazy amount? Yes. Is the item more valuable, more desirable even at its projected value? Yes, because it has 6 stats. And the stat, if you're using a fire build, is going to add damage. So even if the projection didn't get better, this item is technically better. And since I'm going to be using it, it's definitely better because it added damage that I wouldn't have had otherwise. Which it's not big damage, but 1398. Yeah, it gave me a little bit. It's something. But my other choice would have been to take an Exalt Slam it, and there's a very high probability that I would have gotten something bad. This could have turned out worse for me, and I could have gotten percentage increased armor. That was the lowest thing, and that could have rolled low. I could have gotten 7 to 9% increased armor, which the only armor I'm gaining is from the dual mod. So you got to take this as this is still only a chance to get something good. But the thing is being smart. It's deciding what's going to give me the best chance to get something that I need. And that's what makes these new exalted orbs so powerful, is because we're able to narrow it down. And for instance, like if I was looking at some of the other stuff, there's lower ranges, or some stuff is just like a guaranteed percentage. Like we have like intimidates enemies, or stuff like that, that there's only one stat. So there's actually situations where this can be an even better gamble, because it's going to guarantee you something that, you know, only has one level. So when you hit one of those things, it's going to be, you know, guaranteed to be good. And there's situations that are better than this and worse than this. This is just an example because it was something I was going to do, and I figured I would let people, you know, let the followers gain this bit of knowledge. Because, you know, I got a lot of people that are watching all my videos, and I'm sorry I haven't been continuing the currency earning series. As you guys all probably know by the way I looked and sounded, and I've said it, I've been really sick. So there was like a 3-day break from the gaming and making videos and stuff like that. But I'm starting to feel better, and a part of getting to where I'm at and making currency is having all of the tools to make currency and being able to recognize things like this, because this could be an item that, you know, has a chance that I want to sell. That would be a different scenario. I'm making this for myself, because it's an upgrade, but this could have been, you know, I recognize, because what is it I have been telling you guys to do? Go check to see what the valuable items are. And if you want to make more currency, you have to do a little bit of legwork. I'm going to give you the tools to do those things, and to be able to recognize when you could make something. But you have to, you know, gain some of the knowledge yourself. I can't teach you everything. It's just not realistic. I will slowly give you knowledge. But anyways, I hope that this helps you. I hope that this gives you a chance when you find an item like this to increase your chances to give yourself something really good. Thanks for watching. Peace.